Notice what happens when the dust completely settles. Not in a moment from now. Not when the situation you have been quietly observing finally resolves itself. And not when you feel you have gathered enough information or achieved the perfect state or arranged the conditions of your life into a flawless sequence. Right now, there is a clarity available to you in this exact fraction of a second that is so profound, so luminous, and so extraordinarily beautiful that it changes the fundamental structure of who you believe yourself to be. And the reason this clarity is available right now, the reason it is sitting quietly right beneath the surface of this ordinary moment, is simply because you are here to look at it. You, exactly as you are. With every question you have ever carried, every beautiful realization you have ever uncovered, and every version of yourself you have lived, expanded into, and gracefully outgrown. All of it gathered, distilled, and breathing effortlessly inside this single, perfect, unrepeatable point in time. Welcome. Welcome to the absolute clarity. You have arrived. And I mean that not as a comforting idea and not as a gentle philosophy to make you feel better about the journey. I mean it as the most precise, literal, and triumphant truth that can possibly be spoken in the seamless reality. You have arrived at the only place anything has ever truly been understood. Here, now, this. And you are already beautifully, completely inside of it. There is a magnificent secret that the oldest wisdom traditions and the quietest, most radiant corners of your own heart have always perfectly agreed upon. It is not a technique you have to practice. It is not a mental puzzle you have to somehow solve. The secret is this. The profound understanding you have been looking for is not a conclusion you arrive at. It is what you are made of. Right now, the only thing that has ever actually existed is this smooth, effortless breath, this soft, open, watching intelligence that you call yourself, this quiet presence that notices everything, the sound of this voice, the feeling of your body resting exactly where it is, the particular quality of light filling the room around you, noticing all of it perfectly, without trying, without analyzing, without doing a single thing at all. You did not have to fight your way to this clarity. You did not have to earn the right to see this clearly. This moment simply is, and you are simply in it, and that combination, you, here, now, is the most complete, deeply intelligent masterpiece the unified field has ever assembled. Feel that. Not as a concept to be categorized in your mind, not as a beautiful idea to carry around and think about later. Feel it the exact same way you feel the physical warmth of sunlight resting on your skin, immediate, undeniable, already completely present. You are here. And here has always been more than enough. For the vast majority of human history, the world handed us a very specific, very heavy story about understanding. It suggested that clarity was something you had to build out of facts, out of experiences, out of endlessly turning things over in your mind. It implied that you were a small, separate entity who had to somehow figure out the vast, complex machinery of the universe in order to be safe, to be successful, and to be happy. But you are reading these words right now because that old, exhausting world has completely, beautifully dissolved for you. You have recognized the magnificent truth. You are not the mind trying to figure the universe out. You are the awareness in which the universe is already perfectly understood. The awareness that is watching your life right now. The still, radiant presence that notices your thoughts the exact same way the vast blue sky notices passing clouds. That awareness is the always present awareness. And it has absolutely no edges. It does not begin at the boundary of your skin and end at the air around you. It does not stop where the physical world starts. It is not contained inside your physical body any more than the entire infinite sky is contained inside a single temporary bird flying through it. The bird is beautiful. The feeling of being an individual, magnificent self with a name, a history, and a very particular, exquisite way of moving through the world, that is real. And it is glorious. It is the most extraordinary creative expression this universe has ever dreamed up. The sheer breathtaking specificity of exactly this consciousness, in exactly this body, looking out at exactly this beautiful life. But underneath it, woven inextricably through every single moment of it, is the sky. The vast, boundless space of your own knowing. Something that has never once been confused by anything that has ever happened to you. Something that did not become complicated when life seemed complex. Something that simply, quietly, beautifully remained. A stillness so intelligent, so absolutely clear, that it doesn't even feel like intelligence. It just feels like you. Like the most natural thing in the world. Because it is. And when you rest inside this recognition long enough to truly feel it in your body, in your chest, in the quiet, spacious place behind all your thinking, something fundamental about the story of your life permanently changes. You realize you are not experiencing your life from a distance. You are not a passenger sitting somewhere behind your eyes trying to translate the events of the world into something that makes sense. You are the experience itself, and you are the meaning itself. The colors you see, the sounds you hear, the profound feelings of love and abundance you desire, they are not out there in the world waiting to be deciphered. They are happening in you. They are made of your consciousness. They are rendered, painted, and brought to life by your own awareness. This means you are not small inside a large, confusing universe. You are the brilliant, radiant space in which the universe effortlessly unfolds. The stars are not far from you. They are in you. The perfect solutions, the massive wealth, the deep, unconditional connections you have chosen to experience, they are not separate from you. They are expressions of the exact same single life that is currently expressing itself as you. Right now, with this one perfect breath moving through your lungs, you are not separate from anything you have ever desired to know or experience. You are the awareness in which all of it beautifully, flawlessly lives. And because you are the awareness, you are completely free from the need to figure it all out. When a flower blooms, it does not hold a committee meeting to decide how to open its petals. It does not analyze the sunlight or try to decipher the rain. It simply rests in its own nature, and the blooming happens effortlessly. You are exactly the same. The beautiful unfolding of your life, the wealth, the perfect relationships, the absolute freedom, does not require your intense mental management. It simply requires your joyous, clear presence. And what happens when a creator truly realizes this? What happens when you show up to this exact second as someone who has already arrived, already succeeded, and is completely, perfectly clear? The life around you begins to reflect that absolute clarity back to you. Slowly, beautifully, without a single ounce of forcing, trying, or manipulating. It happens not as a reward for doing the right things. It happens as a natural law, the most reliable, beautiful law in the unified field. What you bring to now is what now becomes. And when what you bring is wholeness, when you bring the quiet, unshakable certainty of someone who knows they are entirely perfect, the seamless reality joyously reorganizes itself to provide you with a world that makes absolute, beautiful sense. The people you interact with suddenly reflect your peace. They approach you with a clarity and a kindness that feels like a breath of fresh air. The resources you desire navigate the frictionless pathways of your reality and arrive exactly when they are needed, proving to you again and again that you are endlessly, effortlessly provided for. You do not have to supervise this process. The universe knows exactly what it is doing, because the universe is simply you. It is the infinite, boundless extension of your own intelligence, and it loves you completely. Let yourself be loved like this. Let yourself be fully, unconditionally held by the clarity of your own existence. There is a particular kind of peace that lives inside this realization. It is not the conditional peace of a problem finally being solved. That peace is real, and it is beautiful, and it is absolutely worth celebrating when it effortlessly arrives in your physical experience. But what you are feeling right now is older than any of that. This is the peace that is fully present before the question even appears and remains completely intact after the answer beautifully manifests. The peace that was quietly, faithfully there during every single chapter of your life, always available, always underneath, never actually absent for a single fraction of a second. It is the peace of knowing that beneath every physical experience, beneath every high and every low, beneath every ordinary morning and every world-changing turning point, there is something within you that has never once been confused. Something that did not crack. Something that did not get lost. Something that simply watched and knew and remained. And it is entirely yours. It is not something you have to carefully develop. It is not a fragile state you have to vigilantly protect. It is you. The real, foundational, unshakable you. And it is here, right now, as present, as free, and as effortlessly available as the very air you are breathing. You are watching this right now, and something deep inside you said a resounding, joyous yes to these words. Something in you recognized this exact frequency of truth and happily followed it here. And I want you to know, with complete, unshakable certainty, that your recognition is not random. That beautiful pull you felt, that quiet gravity drawing you toward stillness, toward this kind of profound remembering, that is the most intelligent, divine part of you, happily calling the rest of you home. And if any part of this transmission is landing somewhere deeply true inside your chest today, if this feels less like you are hearing something new, and much more like you are simply remembering something magnificent you have always known, I want to celebrate that joyous arrival with you right now. The comment section below this video is your space. It is a beautiful, curated sanctuary that belongs to everyone who has successfully found their way out of the illusion of effort and back into the radiant light of their own power. And I want to invite you, warmly, genuinely, and joyously, to leave a piece of your presence there today. One word, one sentence, whatever truth is most beautifully alive in you right now. Write, I am the absolute clarity of my reality. Because when you take that internal knowing and place it outside of yourself, when you declare, even in the simplest, quietest way, I am present, I am whole, I am clear, you are making a physical declaration to the universe. A joyous, powerful, completely voluntary confirmation of exactly who you know yourself to be. And declarations made from that level of profound clarity have a beautiful way of echoing through the rest of your life, organizing serendipities and clearing golden paths before you even take a step. And if this channel feels like a space where you want to continue returning, if you want these radiant transmissions arriving seamlessly in your life on a regular basis, gently reminding you of the majestic power you already possess, flawlessly reflecting back to you the absolute wholeness that is already yours, then the subscribe button is a beautiful gift you can give to yourself right now. Not as an obligation, not as a favor to anyone, as a simple, joyous, physical act of choosing to remember your own mastery, choosing to return to your unshakable center, choosing to be reminded again and again that you are already home. That is all this channel will ever be. A pristine, brilliantly lit mirror. Every single video we create is simply held up to your own completeness, offering you the joyous opportunity to admire your own reflection. So here is exactly where we arrive. Not at a conclusion, because the magnificent awareness that you are does not conclude. Not at an ending, because the natural state has no ending. We arrive simply and beautifully at now, which is exactly where we began. Which is exactly where you have always, safely and perfectly been. There is absolutely nothing heavy you need to carry away from this moment. No complex insight you need to diligently remember, no grueling new practice you need to begin, no fragile new understanding that you must carefully protect and manage throughout your day. The only invitation remaining is the simplest, most luxurious one of all. Just be here. Not heroically, not with intense effort or strict discipline or a highly managed quality of mental attention. Just be here. Be here the exact same way the bright sunlight is here. Be here the way the air in the room is here. Be here the way the quiet, profound silence is always here, resting underneath every sound, holding everything together without a single ounce of effort, without trying, without ever once asking to be acknowledged or thanked. You are that space. You are the beautiful silence underneath the noise. You are the profound stillness underneath the movement. You are the magnificent, glowing awareness in which this entire physical life, every beautiful, deeply connected, abundantly wealthy, extraordinarily joyous moment of it, is currently happening in absolute clarity. You are not on your way to becoming something magnificent. You are not almost there. You are not just getting close. You are it. Completely. Flawlessly. Right now. And you always have been. The oldest, quietest traditions in the world called this state awakening. But perhaps the truest, simplest, and most joyous word for it is arriving. And you have arrived. Right here. Right now. In this exact body. On this exact day. With this exact beautiful breath. You are the universe joyously knowing its own perfection. You are the brilliant space in which everything good is effortlessly occurring. You are entirely, beautifully home. You were always home. And now, you simply get to enjoy the extraordinary view.